What's up, guys? We have a lot of silly season news to go over today, and there's multiple storylines to go over. Let's start with the first one that I'm choosing to go over, and that is Riley Herbst is going full-time in the NASCAR Xfinity Series next year in 2020 for Joe Gibbs Racing, full-time in the number 18 Toyota Supra with sponsorship from Monster Energy, Orca Coolers, and Terribles. So that is, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. Joe Gibbs, your 2020 NASCAR Xfinity Series lineup for next year is absolutely terrible. Yes, it's absolutely terrible. First of all, you have Brandon Jones, who just got his first win. Not a good driver at all. I mean, he's not. And then you have Harrison Burton, who's being rushed up like crazy. He's only 19. And Riley Herbst, you could argue, is being rushed up, or you could just argue has no talent in total. I mean, Riley Herbst has done nothing. He has one ARCA win with Gibbs and nothing else to show for nothing else to show for him. I mean, he has Monster Energy and Orca behind him as sponsors. Just, that's just the only reason he's even with Gibbs at all. So, I mean, Riley Herbst, you suck. And Joe Gibbs, you're making him go full-time next year in the NASCAR Xfinity Series in the number 18 Toyota Supra. Why, Joe? First you bring in Harrison, and then you keep Brandon, which, all right, that's probably the best of his decisions, and it's still a terrible one. He brings in Harrison first, and now he brings in Riley Herbst full-time. And Harrison and Herbst have both done some part-time driving in the Xfinity Series for Gibbs this year in the 18. All right, next set of news. All right, Austin Hill is staying in the same truck he is this year in the NASCAR Gator Outdoors Truck Series. He will stay in the number 16 Toyota Tundra for Hattori Racing Enterprises with more backup and sponsorship from United Rentals. So that's nice to see. Hill's currently 9 points above the cut line to make it into the championship 4 in the truck series heading into this weekend at Phoenix. So it's nice to see Austin Hill be back in this truck. I feel like even though he won at Daytona earlier in the year, the beginning of the year was kind of lackluster, and then he got back into it, Michigan, and then he got better and better and better, and finally, he's been winning a ton. So so that's nice to see Austin Hill back, and I think he can compete for a championship just like he's been competing for the championship this year. So we'll see how Austin Hill does next year. And Gunma Toyo Pet and Ibaraka Toyo Pet are also staying with that team. They are also still going to be sponsors next year as well. Just like I said, United Rentals will be also, but more since they only did 6 races this year on that truck. And hotelplanning.com is going to be official partner of NASCAR. It'll be an official partner of NASCAR, so that's really nice to see. So they're going to have a whole amazing thing where NASCAR fans can conveniently book hotels for NASCAR races on the cheapest way and the most convenient way on NASCAR.com on their unique way to do it on NASCAR.com. So that's nice to see that, of course. And so hotelplanning.com. That is really great. And we have some crew chief changes in the Cup Series. Luke Lambert, currently full-time crew chief for Daniel Hemrick in the number 8 car. For Richard Childress Racing, he has been with Richard Childress Racing since 2011 with Jeff Burton. He's worked with Burton, Newman, and Hemrick. He only has one Cup win. That's with Newman in 2017 at Phoenix, and he led Newman to RCR's lone Final Four showing in 2014, which was the first year of this elimination playoff format. And he also has 3 wins, I think, in the NASCAR Xfinity Series with Elliott Sadler. Luke Lambert does. Luke Lambert is not going to be there anymore. He is going over to Roush Fenway Racing to be the crew chief for Chris Buescher, which we know is going to be the driver there next year. It was announced earlier that Brian Patty is not going to be the crew chief anymore of that team. So Luke Lambert will be. And yeah, that's pretty interesting. So that means now we know Reddick's going to the 8 where Hemrick is now. So who's going to be the crew chief there? Crew chief will be Randall Burnett, which is Reddick's crew chief currently in the NASCAR Xfinity Series, where they have tons of success, 5 wins and a championship contender. Reddick trying to get his second straight Xfinity championship in a row. So yeah, Randall Burnett moving up to the Cup Series. He has Cup experience with AJ Allmendinger. So yeah, that's nice to see that happening right there. But at least none of those crew chiefs are out of jobs. I'm glad Luke Lambert got a job at Roush with Chris Buescher, and Burnett moving with Reddick, staying with Reddick, and since Reddick's going to be a rookie in the Cup Series next year. For that 8 car for Richard Childress Racing, and they're in the 2 car right now, Xfinity number 2 for Richard Childress Racing. So, I mean, that's all the news we have. That's a lot of news to go over today. I'm really hope you enjoyed this video, guys. So Herbst going full-time Xfinity for Gibbs. Austin Hill staying in the number 16 HRE Toyota Tundra next year. More backing from United Rentals. Said however you say, Ibaraka Toyo Pet and Gunma Toyo Pet staying on that truck. And hotelplanning.com having a unique, new and improved way to book race weekends for NASCAR fans, and that's really nice to see. They're official partner of NASCAR now, official hotel site of NASCAR now, and also crew chief changes with Luke Lambert and Randall Burnett. Randall Burnett staying with Reddick, going to the 8 Cup car for Richard Childress Racing. Luke Lambert was there with Hemrick in past years when it was the 31. Now going next year to the number 17 with Chris Buescher in Roush Fenway Racing. We know Stenhouse isn't in that car anymore next year. He's going to JTG. So thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I want to see you on the next one. Bye-bye.